And I want to say a few words about the solstice. As Evangela and I kind of sit with the topic each time, when we talked yesterday, it's just the solstice. And over the years, I haven't been a person that spent much time reflecting on this time of year in a ritualistic kind of way, but it seems like this year something is calling me more to pay attention here. And I looked it up on the Enneagram and on the web, and was thinking of some of my own experience. And what is coming to me is that we are moving into the darkest day. And so all year we've been dealing with a lot of darkness. And at the same time, there's lightness. There's things that have gone well. There are blessed moments in each day. And it's like we talk a lot about holding both the lightness and the darkness. And I had a personal experience on Monday of coming off an incredible training this weekend. Renee and I taught the Enneagram for therapists, counselors, and coaches. And my heart was so full and open, and I felt so nourished. And it was such a great way to end the year. And about 11 o'clock on Monday morning, I got news that a dear teacher of mine, my first somatic teacher who's helped me with my birth trauma, died on Sunday. So it was like, how do I hold this? How do I not forget the beauty of this weekend and yet grieve the loss of this man who is so precious to me? So it's like holding both. And as I thought about the solstice, holding both in the sacred, that something is holding all of this, something bigger that we started with in our meditation. However you hold that is there, while I both feel the grace of the teaching and feel my heart breaking that my teacher, mentor has died, is not in this plane anymore. So as again we approach the solstice, also is the opportunity when the earth stills. A few days around the solstice points, everything kind of stops and stands still. And I think of our notice, pause, allow. And can we wait? Can we sit? And we all in our work know to turn. We turn towards the uncomfortable. We may not like it, but we do it. But can we give ourselves permission to just hold both of these tensions, the light and the dark, knowing that the light is there even if we can't see it, and wait? And in the cranial work, they talk about the still point. Again, where we just pause and wait and then see what emerges out of it. So I want us, as we go into this breakout group today, I'm going to lead us just in a little inner practice around holding the light, holding the dark, holding the bigger container that holds it all, as just a little taste of something you might want to do more for yourself as the solstice comes. And you may already have rituals that you do to support this transition and to support what wants to emerge from the darkness. I know, again, I'm considering how I spend my time and what I want to do, and giving myself some pausing and some space to let that emerge. In so many cultures, we're so do oriented, and pausing and being quiet is not well rewarded. So it's like creating space for ourselves. And the solstice, again, that stillness. In the article I read, someone talked about the darkness as the spiritual cradle that can hold whatever wants to birth from it. I loved that image of the darkness being a spiritual cradle. And often we know out of the darkness comes so many positive things. If we look at some of the hard times of our life, at least if I do, light comes out. I'm so much freer than I might have been if I hadn't met and held and stayed with those dark places. So I think that's all I want to say, but I'd like to invite our attention in as we just each do the little taste of this practice. And if you're not inclined to do it, feel free. Just go inside and follow your breath. There's always choice here. So just bring your attention in. Follow your breath again. And then just reflect on something either right now or this year that reflects the darkness for you. And you might want to put up a hand as if it were holding that. Maybe right now, maybe earlier in the year. And just let yourself sense that challenge, that difficulty. And you might want to put up your other hand and recall something light, bright, easy. Just hold that in your other hand. And then my image is underneath or around is the sacred mystery, the divine that holds all of it. So, however that comes in, the third force, our consciousness, grace, however you hold that. And as best you can for the next minute or so, rest in the stillness without trying to change anything or do anything or make anything happen. We'll just be still together for a minute or so. Can we rest in stillness as we wait? Can we pause and allow? So slowly let your hands move down and just sense into where you are right now as we shift. What are you noticing in your body, in your heart, in your head, with this little taste of the light and the dark and the holding? And take a couple more breaths and open your eyes.